product knowledge is imperative to you for you as a sales person, and what you can literally do with product knowledge, because not a lot of persons are really conversant with things like this. Some people just start posting properties today, tomorrow. You see them post on their WhatsApp status, you see them post on their Instagram, but when they generate leads and those leads come into their funnel, they literally struggle closing those leads. And in the meeting today, we'll be discussing about the benefits of product knowledge, and we'll now talk about the products and the properties that we have for sale. First of all, I want to say a very big welcome to every one of you to FIPS Realtor Network, which is the business network platform for FIPS Real Estate Development Limited. And our objective is very simple: to make ownership a reality to all classes. Now, we are in the business to develop homes that guarantee peace and provide secured investments that also guarantees wealth to our clients in a most distinct and as well develop business opportunities for our partners, which are you. Now, I always say this to everybody: real estate is one sector that empowers up to 4 to 5 stream of persons, 5 line of persons: the person buying, the person who has the property, the person who connects the person who wants to buy, and then any other person within that stream, within that line. Real estate is that industry that gives and empowers you with wealth. And it doesn't just come to you alone, it empowers a lot of persons. And that's what we are here for as a business network platform for FIPS Real Estate Development Limited. Now, our head office, once again, is located at first floor 34A Freedom Way in Lekki, Phase 1. So our office is just close to the Canada Embassy. If you are coming, for those of us that are in Lekki, or yes, in Lagos, if you know Lekki very well, by the time you get to Ikate, you move down in, just after the embassy, you see our office next to it. And then in Ibadan, we have our office at number 2 Are Avenue, opposite Food Co, New Bodija. And of course, our offices are open from Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening. You can follow us on Instagram, FIPS Realtor Network, and all that. Now let's get right into it. What are the benefits of having product knowledge as a realtor? Benefits of having product knowledge as a realtor. So if you are new to real estate, please take note of this. And if you are also experienced in real estate, I need you to pay rapt attention. I need you to pay rapt attention to this. One of the benefits of having product knowledge as a realtor is that it helps you to build trust with your clients. Now, it helps you to build trust with your clients. The second benefit is that it increases the conversion rate that you're going to be having. A lot of times, people struggle with closing out on leads. Maybe you run adverts today on Facebook, or you contacted a professional to help you run ads on Facebook, and then that person gets you a lot of leads into your pipeline. You struggle closing those leads based off of the fact that you don't have enough product knowledge. So with product knowledge, it will help you increase your conversion rate. Another benefit of having product knowledge is that it helps you to handle objections effectively. It helps you handle objections effectively. Remember our session yesterday evening and also in the morning, where the speaker was talking about objections not being directly to you. So I think there was a way she coined it. She said, when you get a no, it's not that they are rejecting you, but they are actually giving you an opportunity to give them more clarity. So when you get a rejection, it's not that they are rejecting you as an individual, but they are giving you an opportunity to give them more information about it. Probably not in the way that you are doing it, but in another way that will be much more better than the way it was actually done initially. So that's one of the things that product knowledge helps you to do. It helps you handle objections effectively. Now, what's the next one? It improves your personal brand. It improves your personal brand. Yesterday, During the morning session, our facilitator asked us to mention some industry, some persons that have authority in the industry that we know. I need somebody to unmute their mic and tell us one person in the industry that you know very well that commands authority. I need somebody to unmute your mic and tell us one person in the real estate industry that commands authority that you know very well. One person. Sorry, Lois, are you speaking? I didn't get that.
Dr. Stephen Akintayo.
Awesome, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Now, there is something very unique about him that I want us to take note of. Why do people see Dr. Stephen as a person of authority in the industry today? I need one person to just give us one or two things why you think people see him as an authority. Why do you think people see Dr. Stephen as a person of authority? Anyone? Okay, so perhaps not a lot of persons may know Dr. Stephen. Okay, Adebi said his professionalism. Great, his professionalism. Thank you so much for that input. His professionalism. Now, the way Dr. Stephen puts himself out there is obviously no way somebody will come across Dr. Stephen that you will not want to get more information from him. There is obviously no way you will come across Dr. Stephen Akintayo that you would not want to stay in his page and watch another video again. That's because, okay, Lloyd said his visionary style of impacting knowledge. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. His visionary style of impacting knowledge. Do you think everything he knows today, he just came up one day and then start knowing them? No. He has built his authority over time. And how did he do it? He did it by studying. He did it by taking his time to learn about real estate. One of our speakers yesterday mentioned that we should know the industry beyond the products that you sell. That's one of the ways that Dr. Stephen Akintayo also built himself. He has built himself outside of the product that he is selling, and he has now built an authority around real estate itself. So that's one of the benefits of product knowledge. Product knowledge helps to improve your personal brand. It makes you a person of authority. Another benefit of product knowledge is that it enhances your client experience. Now, when you take clients for site inspections, it helps you get a very better experience with them. Then the last benefit here is that it improves your upselling skills and also helps you streamline the sales process. It helps you streamline the sales process. Now, let's move straight into it. Now, what is in for you when you come on board in partnership with us? What is in for you? What will you be benefiting for partnering with us? One of the very good benefits is that you are able to earn direct commission, 15% direct commission on every sale that you make. Now, we have an offer that is currently going on where that's one of our products, Rootland Farms and Resort. I'll be talking about that as we go further. We will be earning 20% sales commission on the land. That's a special offer for Rootland Farms alone. But for every of our other estates, you get to earn 15% direct commission when you sell for us. Then if you recruit anybody to also sell for us, you're going to be getting 3% direct commission. 3% indirect commission comes to you, and then the person you recruited to sell for us gets 15%. Now, what makes it even much more better is that if the person you recruited if the realtor that you bring on board with us gets to recruit another realtor, You on your own, you get to earn 1% indirect commission. The realtor you brought on board gets 3%, and then the other person that sells directly gets 15%. Same thing applies to building projects as well. When you sell any of our building projects, you get to earn 5% direct commission, and then 1% indirect commission comes to you. Now, let's put it to practical reality. One of our property is selling for 152 million naira, and 5% of 152 million naira, I think, is 7 million thereabouts. Imagine earning 7 million naira as an extra income on the side, because I know a lot of us are doing some other things, but imagine what it means earning 7 million naira on the side. That's actually huge, and that's actually very good. So it's an opportunity for you to get to create wealth for not only yourself, but for other persons that are also going to be coming in partnership with us. Now let's move straight into it. All our selling products, our selling properties, our selling projects. Now, the very first on the list is Harmony Hills Estate. Harmony Hills Estate. Please take notes, write down so that you can ask questions where needed and where necessary. Now, this is Harmony Hills Estate. This is a 3D model of Harmony Hills Estate located in the city of Ibadan. Harmony Hills Estate is located in the city of Ibadan, Ido precisely. If you know Ladoke Akintola train station, let's say if you are taking the train from Lagos to Ibadan, the very first train station that you will stop when you get to the city of Ibadan is Ladoke Akintola train station, and Harmony Hills is just about 5 minutes to 7 minutes drive from that train station. So you can see that is a very, very strategic location with which Harmony Hills is positioned. Now we have different land sizes in Harmony Hills Estate. We have 300 square meters selling at 2.4 million naira. We have 500 square meters selling at 4 million naira. And then we have 600 square meters selling at 4,800,000. 4,800,000. This covers for the land and the documentation. Now you may want to ask, what's the title of the land? The land has a registered survey and a deed of assignment. We've already started processing our C of O, and once that is out, of course, you know very well that the prices won't be the same. So I'm just going to be touching on each and every one of them. Then tomorrow when we come for the physical session, which is holding at 355 Lounge in Ikeja, we are going to be expounding more on them. We are going to also teach you how to set targets for yourself and how to hit your sales target. We are also going to be teaching and sharing knowledge on how you can, on where to run ads, how to run ads, who to target, areas to target, and many other things around that. We are going to be having all of those conversations tomorrow, and also in the evening as well. We are going to be having more of those conversations. So 3 major land sizes we have in Harmony Hills Estate: 300 square meters, 500 square meters, and 600 square meters. Now, there is, of course, you might want to ask, what's the payment plan? We have a payment plan where you are able to make an initial deposit of 500,000 or 200,000 naira, depending on the land size that you're going for, and then you spread your balance in 3 months or in 12 months or in 18 months. You can see that we've made land ownership very easy and accessible for a lot of persons. So you can, individuals or clients can come on board and say, okay, I want to get 300 square meters and spread the balance payments in 12 months or in 18 months. That actually works. We do that over here. Now, when we were selling this, okay, soft copy of the brochure should be shared. Of course, yes, definitely we would share in all groups as well. Now, before we launched the estate, the prices were selling at 1 million, 1.2 million, 2 million, and 2.4 million. Now that we've launched the estate, you can see that people have now gotten capital appreciation. Investors have now gotten capital appreciation, and that's one of the sweet and amazing things about Harmony Hills Estate. Now, we are also introducing bungalow projects to Harmony Hills Estate. We will be introducing 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, 3-bedroom fully detached bungalows, 3-bedroom semi-detached duplexes, and also 3-bedroom fully detached bungalows in Harmony Hills. And the name of this project is called the Viviendas. The Viviendas is going to be located inside of Harmony Hills Estate in Ido, Ibadan. Now let's move on to the next project, the next property. Let's move on to the next property, which is Ileri Residence. Ileri Residence. This is one of the projects that I love so much because this property is located in a prime area. Now, when you talk about the Lekki of Ibadan, you are calling places like Jericho GRA. Those are where people envision as the Lekki of Ibadan. Let me show us this picture. Now, if you look at your screen, you will see fully detached duplexes. Fully detached duplexes. We are having Jericho GRA, Ileri Residence is a very prime development located in the heart of Jericho GRA, where we are developing 10 units of 4-bedroom fully detached duplexes. 10 units of 4-bedroom fully detached duplexes, and it also comes with a BQ. Now the rooms are very spacious. The house also comes with smart features like the smart lock. It also comes with a fully furnished, fully fitted kitchen. That's what it also comes with. And if you look at, we'll be organizing inspection to Ibadan very soon. So it's going to be an opportunity for you to also come and see this project. If you look at the kitchen comes fully fitted. There is enough space for you to store a lot of things that you want to store. The kitchen also comes with four burner tabletop cooker, comes with a island. You would have a microwave and also an oven and many other amenities that comes with it. Now, what are the titles? What is the title of Ileri Residence? Please take note of it. Ileri Residence. What's the title of Ileri Residence? The title is a C of O. The title is a C of O. Now, what are the features of Ileri Residence? It has a modern living room, fully fitted kitchen, private cinema, smart access lock, and also we're going to put in private swimming pool. But when we looked at the market over there in Ibadan, not everybody really enjoys private swimming pool, so we had to convert that and then put enough space at the back so that people are able to also do, let's say, gardening and many other things like that in their own apartments or their own building. So it is a fully detached duplex that comes with a BQ. Each of the units are seated on, I think, about 350 to 400 square meters. That's what each and every one of them is seated on. And it has a space, that's a very good space where you're able to park at least three to four cars, depending on the size of the cars. So depending on the size of the cars, you're able to park about 3 to 4 of them inside of the project. Now let's move on to the next one. I'll be opening up the room for questions. So you can write out your questions. I will take your questions and we'll take it up from there. Goldmark Residence is also one of our prime developments seated in the heart of Lekki. Goldmark Residence is seated in the heart of Lekki. How many of us know Ilasan? How many of us know Ilasan? Ilasan is in Ikate. If you know Ilasan, please indicate with an emoji. Okay, Lois, awesome. So Goldmark is located in Ilasan, just close to Elevation Church, Blenco Supermarket, very close to what's the name of this place again? World Oil, yes. For those of us that know World Oil, Goldmark Residence is also close to World Oil. Now, what we are developing in Goldmark Residence is very, very unique. We are developing 36 units of 2-bedroom apartments and 4 units of 3-bedroom penthouses that comes with a BQ. Now, we have several features of in the Goldmark Residence. We have the gym. There's going to be a gym in Goldmark. There will be constant electricity. As a matter of fact, as we speak, we've already installed our transformer as well. We'll be moving in the power so that we are able to power the property, the project, and then residents of the project are going to be enjoying constant light. There's also water supply. Right now, as we speak, there is water running in each and every of the apartments. There is also security. There will be fiber optics and, of course, elevator, right? There will be an elevator, but it's going to be private access elevator because the elevator initially is meant for those persons in the penthouses. However, we have to sit down and then say, okay, people who are living on the 2nd and the 3rd floor should also have access to it. However, they will be having access to only their floors. So there is going to be like a card that's going to be restricting you from moving to the next floor, except you are given like an access code or something. So these are part of some of the features of the Goldmark Residence. Now, we have Goldmark Residence in 2 phases. In the first phase, we have the Block A and the Block B. In the first phase, we have the Block A and the Block B. And then in the second phase, we have the Block C and the Block D. If you look at your screen, you're going to be seeing the smaller units, and then we have the bigger units over there. Now, the first small project you're seeing here, I don't know if you can see the cursor on your screen. The first one you're seeing there, that's the Moses, what's this place called again? The first entrance to Goldmark. That's the small units. That's the utility building. Thank you so much. So the small building you're seeing there, that's the utility building. Now we are developing it as a hotel-styled apartment. Hotel-styled apartment in a way that when you come into the Goldmark Residence, you will see the reception area where you would meet up with the receptionist and many other persons like that. And then when you move upstairs, you have the lounge upstairs. So residents in the Goldmark Residence who don't want other people to have access to their apartments can easily tell their visitors to stay at the lounge area and wait for them. Then when they will leave their rooms, come to the lounge area, meet up with them, have conversations with them, and then when they are done with that meeting, they go back to their rooms, and then their visitor is actually dispatched. So that's the style that we are actually developing the Goldmark Residence. Currently, as we speak, we have developed 12 units, which are the smaller units are currently standing, and the other units are selling for, are now at off-plan sales. The other units are now at off-plan sales of 100 million naira currently. Then we have about 3 units left in the finished units, which are the smaller ones. We have about 3 units currently selling at 152 million naira. Initial deposit of 50 million, and you can spread the balance in 3 months. Then for the off-plan, which are the bigger units, you can make an initial deposit of 550 million and spread the balance in 12 months. I don't know if this is very visible on your screen. I want to show you how it used to look like before now. Okay, thank you so much, Adebi. This is how it used to look like before now. This is how the project used to look like before. If you see, look very well, you will see the small side, that's the utility building. If you can see my cursor, you will see it moving around the utility building. And then right next to the utility building is the Block A. And then the next one is Block D, Block B rather. If you look at each and every of them, you will see 2 sides to it. And then there is a middle separating them. The first part here is 1 unit, and then the other part is the second unit. So in one block, we have 6 units, and then in the other block, we have another 6 units, all together output is 12 units that we've developed. This is how it used to look like, and this is how it looks like now. Can you see my screen? This is the current stage of the Goldmark residence. This is how it looks like now. It has finished. We've developed it. Can you see my screen? If you can see the screen, let me see you do a thumbs up. All right, awesome. You said? Yeah, okay. So this is how it looks like now. This is how Goldmark looks like now. Awesome. This is how Goldmark looks like now. So we are always open for inspection at any time. Even today, if you are free and you want to go to the Goldmark today, you can come to our office and we'll take you to the Goldmark for inspection before the evening session so that you can see the project and then look at it. Our destination is actually for us to finish all 4 units so that people are able to experience a very great living in the Goldmark residence. Now, like I mentioned again, what are the proximities to the Goldmark residence? You have World Oil, you have Blanco Supermarket, you have Covenant Christian Center, the Lekki Expression. Now, Goldmark residence is also close to the Coastal Way. It's about 4 minutes walk distance. From Goldmark residence, you can take a stroll to the Coastal Road and you enjoy the magnificent view of the Coastal Way. And just after the Coastal Road, you are having the Elegushi Beach as well over there. So somebody can be living, someone can book Goldmark residence on short-let basis, and then in the evening you're feeling very tired, you want to rest in the beach, you can just take a drive to any of the nearby beaches around the Goldmark residence. Once again, this is how Goldmark looks like. We have Block A and Block B. You have the reception area and the lounge. There's also the gym over here as well. And then you have the Block C and the Block D, which are the bigger units that are coming up subsequently. Please, if you have any questions, write your questions down. We'll be taking your questions one after the other immediately after I am done with the presentation. Now, how much will you earn when you sell any of our building projects? Just like I mentioned again, you will earn 5% direct commission. And if you recruit any realtor or maybe anybody in your team sells the Goldmark residence, they will be earning you will earn 1% indirect commission, and then your team member gets 5% direct commission. This is not a scenario where 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 agents are inside of one sale and everybody is getting to be sharing from 7 million naira. No, we've made it in a very good way whereby when you earn one commission and then the next person in the pipeline earns their own direct commission. That's the stream that we've actually streamlined and all that. Now let's move on to our next project, which is one of the newest projects that we just introduced to the market, which is Rootland Farms and Resorts. These are our 3 major selling projects. We have other properties and projects that we've delivered in the past, centering around Ibudo. Ibudo is located in Epe. We have Penfield Estate located in Ibejuleki. These are projects that we've done and we've delivered and also sold out. Ibudo is actually sold out. What we have now is even secondary sale. People who have bought before are now reselling their plots and making capital gains and all that. So our 3 major projects that we have currently available for sale are Rootland Farms and Resorts. We have 4 major projects, rather 4 major projects. We have Rootland Farms and Resorts. We have Eden Heights in Aja. We have the Goldmark residence in Lekki, and then we also have Ileri residence in Ibadan. I won't believe that I've mentioned Harmony Hills as well. We also have Harmony Hills Estate. So now let's go into Rootland Farms and Resorts. I love Rootland Farms and Resorts so much because it gives people dual income streams. Now, first way it gives you income is on the land that you are going to be buying because you are owning the land. And then the next way is on the plants that will be planted on the land. Now, Rootland Farms and Resorts is created more than just is more than just a farm investment. It's a place where you own the land, you earn passive income, and also escape into nature's calm. So you are getting land, you are getting agricultural produce, and you're also getting to be experiencing farm investments as well. Now we have two major commodities that we are planting in rootland farms and resorts. We have the rubber tree, and then we have oil palm tree. We have rubber trees and oil palm trees. Now, in the what we did was that we came up with a model where people are also able to get revenue on a very quick basis. Because when you look at the two major commodities that we are planting in the farmland, we are planting rubber trees, which takes 7 years for it to grow to full maturity, and we're planting oil palm trees, which also takes about 3 to 4 years for it to grow to full maturity. So as an investor coming on board, I know investors will be like, okay, why should I invest in a product that I won't have to be earning anything in 7 years, or I won't be getting any benefit in 5 years? That's actually the default that comes with it. So what we then did was to intercrop it with plantain. So each of the clusters, oil palm cluster and the rubber tree clusters, are intercropped with plantain. Oil palm cluster, rubber tree clusters are intercropped with plantain. Now, in each of the acres, you're going to be getting 60 oil palm trees and 450 plantain trees. That's what you'll be getting on your 1 acre of oil palm cluster. Unless an investor wants to invest in the oil palm cluster, you'll be getting 60 oil palm trees and 450 plantain trees. The pricing, apologies please, the pricing is no longer 3.5. This is the introductory price. The price is now 5 million naira. The price is now 5 million. Is it 5 million or 5.5? 5.5 million. The price is now 5.5. Please, we are going to update this and share the updated one with you all, please. Apologies about this mistake. The price is now 5.5 million, and that is all-inclusive price. All-inclusive means that it covers for the cost of the land, it covers for the preparation of the land, it covers for the farm inputs, which are the seedlings that we are going to be planting on your farm, the tenera seedlings. It also covers for farm labor. And the good thing is that it is a one-off payment. When you pay this money once, you're not getting to come back again to pay another money at any point in time again. So it's more like investing your money now and then allowing your farm to make produce for you. So every single year, you are able to earn from 5 million to 7 million naira and above on the oil palm cluster. And that comes from the oil palm itself. Then for the plantain, you are able to earn as high as 1.6 million to 2.1 million naira for the first 3 years that the oil palm trees will be taking effect. So there is one thing I need you to take note of. Oil palm trees takes 3 to 4 years for it to grow to full maturity. So we intercropped it with plantain. Plantains take about 8 to 9 months for it to grow to full maturity. That gives your investors the opportunity to start making money from the very first year, because if you are able to harvest 450 plantain bunches from your palm tree, if you're selling it at, let's say, 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira at the farm gate, you're able to make as high as 2 million naira and above and all that. And that's actually given an estimate, right? It's an estimate. You can make more than that from your farm. Now, I would like to rush through the second cluster, which is the rubber tree cluster. Now, the rubber tree cluster is just similar to the oil palm cluster. Please, apologies for the pricing. The pricing is no longer 4,650,000. It is now 6.5 million. The price you're seeing on the screen is the introductory price, and the current price is now 6.5 million naira. Now, similar to the oil palm cluster, we are planting 450 plantain trees in the rubber cluster and 320 rubber trees in the rubber cluster. So you'll be getting 320 trees in the rubber cluster, 450 plantain trees in the rubber cluster. Now, investors will start making money from the 7th year and 8th year from the rubber trees, based off of the fact that rubber tree stays a longer period of time for it to grow to full maturity, while plantains takes at most 1 year for it to start fruiting. So from the 7th year, you can start tapping rubber on a daily basis, and you are liable or able to make as high as 10 million to 15 million naira, depending on the market that you are selling to. And the pricing, which is 6.5 million naira right now, still covers for the cost of the land, farm preparation, farm labor, surveillance, documentation, farm insurance, and all other things. I think if there is anything that investors get to renew, is just their insurance. They renew that on an annual basis. However, that is not, you're not getting to come and pay for it. It is going to be gotten from your farm produce. Now, the model that we are operating at Rootland Farms and Resorts is a hands-free model, meaning that investors don't have to come in for them to farm on the land. You don't have to farm on the land, because I know some persons will not be thinking, will the clients be farming on the land by themselves? No, investors don't get to farm on the land. What you do is you allow us, our expertise, our professional agronomists, you allow our professional agronomists to farm on the land for you, and then we get to farm on the land for you, monitor everything that's going on the farm, monitor the farm produces as well, and then give you returns on investment. That's what our professional farmers are there for. So how do you now get to make money? Now, every year, the company will take 30% management fee from the produce of the farm. Remember, from the produce of the farm, not you coming to pay again. So from the produce of the farm, we're going to be taking 30% for it, and then you take 70%, and that's on the gross revenue. There's also going to be a resort in Harmony Hills, in Rootland Farms and Resorts, but this is going to come in much more later, let's say in another 2 or 3 years or 4 years and thereabout, depending on what management is concluding on. The farm resort is coming on later on. Now, one of the major advantages that we have at Rootland Farms and Resort that I want you to take note of is the intercropping advantage. If you look out there, a lot of people do either oil palm alone, or rubber tree alone, or cashew trees alone. You understand? But the advantage that we have, that we are bringing to the table, is the intercropping advantage. In a system where in 4 years your oil palm trees get to mature, and in another 6-7 years your rubber trees matures. However, before those trees get to their maturity and start paying you returns on investment, you start making money from the first year on plantains alone. If you look at the screen, you will see the price breakdown. Apologies, this is the old price breakdown. The new one is going to be shared with every one of us. We'll share the new one with every one of us. We have a offer currently running for our realtors. We have an offer currently running for our realtors. If you are able to sell 10 acres of Rootland Farms and Resorts, you will be getting 1 acre free plus 20% commission that will be given to you. If you sell 10 acres of Rootland Farms and Resorts, you will get 1 acre free plus 20% commission on the cost of the land that will be given to you. So this is an opportunity for you to go all out and market Rootland Farms and Resorts to your audience and all that. We are going to be sharing all of this information with you. I believe the recruitment link has been shared with you. The partnership link has been shared with you in your DMs. Kindly look at your DMs. One of our team members earlier this morning sent you a message with the recruitment link. So to partner with us and have opportunity to sell these properties directly, register on that link and then send us a message that you've registered. We'll add you to the Realtors group where we post properties daily for you to get that information. Admin, I don't know if Gift is on the line. Gift, if you are on this call, please send the official office line. Drop that number in the chat box so that people are able to chat up that number for us to add them to the consultants WhatsApp group. Admin, please, if you're on the call, help me do that. Gift, if you're on the call, help me do that. Thank you so much. The official online, drop it in the chat box so that everybody is able to click on chat us up, and then we'll add them to our WhatsApp groups. So that is that for Rootland Farms and Resorts. We also have other amazing incentives available. When you sell up to 40 acres, you're going to be getting, is it 40 or 50 acres? Okay, when you sell 40 acres, you're going to be getting a Camry, a Toyota Camry. That information will also be shared to you in our WhatsApp group. Then when you sell up to 50 acres, you're going to be getting an SUV. You will get an SUV car. Then we also have home appliances and many other little incentives that will be given. You heard the testimony of our realtor who sold some time ago, and she also has been qualified now for an incentive, and she'll be given the incentive. If you stay glued to our page, you will see pictures and videos coming out subsequently to all our realtors that have sold earlier this year and will be awarded those incentives. So Penfield Estate is already sold out, so there's no need talking about Penfield. Rootland also is okay. Ibudo is also sold out, so there's no need talking about Ibudo as well. So the next property I want to talk about is Eden Heights. Eden Heights is one of our developments in Aja. Eden Heights is one of our developments in Aja. It comprises of studio apartments, 4 units, 3 units of studio apartments, and also 6 units of 1-bedroom apartments. Is it 6 or 12? 12 units of 1-bedroom apartments. That's what we have in Eden Heights. Okay, somebody said I didn't talk about the location of Rootland. Apologies. Rootland is located in Ogun State, Ijebu precisely. It is located in Ijebu Ife and Ijebu Igbo. Currently, we've started planting on the farm already, and we'll be doing allocation shortly. We are planning our next allocation to come up in the month of August. So we'll be announcing more information about the allocation dates. Then another great news that I have for every one of us on the call is that next week, Thursday, we are going to be doing key handover of Ileri residents. We are going to be handing keys over to investors that have bought Ileri residents. We have 2 persons, I think about 2 or 3 of them, that have even moved in to their apartments in Ibadan, Jericho precisely. So we'll be doing keys handovers to them by next week on Thursday. So I was talking about Eden Heights. Eden Heights have a governor's consent, and the title is actually very solid. If at any point in time you want to see any of these properties, kindly take a screenshot of the slide showing now, or call the number showing on your screen, 070-4078-9887, and book an inspection. So you can book an inspection, and one of our team members will take you for inspection. Kindly call the number or scan the barcode to book for an inspection to any of our properties, and one of our team members will take you on an inspection. 070-4078-9887. That's the number to call to book for inspection. And I believe it was this number also that sent you a message earlier today notifying you of our partnership. So if you've seen that message, did you get the message? Did anybody get that message earlier today? If you did, please give a thumbs up. Let's know. If you got that message earlier this morning from one of our team members sent to your DM directly. Okay, Hope Gabi said no. Adebi said no. Okay, kindly chat up this number that is showing on the screen now. Lois said yes. Awesome. Chat up the number showing on the screen now with the word partnership. Send a DM to the number showing on the screen, partnership. I'd like to partner with you, so that we'll send the links to register so you can have direct access to all of our properties, so you can market them and then earn high commission on sales. Remember, we are giving 20% commission on the cost of land for Rootland Farms and Resorts. So when you sell 1 acre, you get to earn 20% direct commission. What a lot of other persons are doing out there are only 15%. Some persons are doing 12%. Some persons are doing 13%. But we are doing 20%. And this is a promo. We are giving you opportunity to go all out, earn more, and all of that. So I think with this, we've come to the end of our session for today. I want to welcome somebody very, very important to take on with the next session. It's going to be very brief. Someone very, very important that's going to be coming on board today. But before he comes up, I'd like to remind us that we are having our evening session by 7 p.m. and tomorrow is the grand finale. It's going to be holding at 355 Lounge in Ikeja. The information is going to be shared in the group, so stay glued to it. If you are yet to register to partner with us, kindly click on the link you're seeing on your screen. Sorry, kindly call the number you're seeing on your screen and then send a message, partnership. Send a message and say partnership, and the link to register will be shared with you. We'll be taking questions and answers now, and to anchor that session, I want to welcome our MD CEO, Mr. Oluwatobi Oladele, to take on with that session. A round of applause, everyone. A round of applause as we welcome our CEO, the MD CEO, FIPS Real Estate Development Limited. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Abel. Thank you so much, Abel. And good morning, and thanks to everybody that have joined. If you've been gaining value, please just thumbs up. Yeah, I can see hands. If you've really been gaining value for the past 2 days, yesterday was exclusive, even though I've been on transit almost throughout the sections, but part of it, I was even gaining and picking one or two things out. It's been an explosive season, and thanks to all the organizers, Abel, Taina, and the entire team. Let me not mention his name. The entire team of both FIPS Real Estate Network and FIPS Real Estate Development Company generally. Thank you so much. What it's not just about wasting data, it's not about wasting time, but it's about gaining knowledge to really make greatness out of life. I mean, real estate is one of the most interesting things that can make anybody. It can make anybody in life. The president of the United States of America, one of Donald Trump, current president, started with real estate. It was known for real estate. He started like as a salesperson like you. Now, before he enter into development and become great, make his money in real estate, diversify in other things, and now he's the president of the biggest country in the whole world. So it shows how important real estate is in to everyone. And speakers have widely, which we were carefully chosen, have widely say a lot of things. I remember yesterday, first speaker was talking about, he mentioned mindset, which is one of the things all the key thing I took, because without a good, you cannot really achieve anything, not to even talk of selling. Without putting yourself in the shoes of the person that you are selling to, without entering the mindset of the person that you are selling to. So as those people, you have to not just have the positive mindset, but also have the ability to put yourself, to carry the mindset of even others. Because if I'm selling, to God be the glory, I believe I've also been done well in doing sales. There's not a product I've not sell myself. And the truth of the matter is that what has helped so far is my ability to be able to put myself even in the mindset of the other person I'm talking to. So I know what that person is thinking. When the person says no, I understand why the person is saying no. So I'm speaking into why that person is saying no. I'm understanding the person itself. I know why this person wants to buy, why this person will not want to buy. So I'm able to ask myself. And remember, since you are you're selling to Mr. Lide's section 2 was explosive, I believe. This morning as well, we've talked about AI. We're going to be having an expanded season on that AI, because AI is a very big topic. So we're going to be having during our course in the network, we're going to be having an expanded section that we don't want to joke with in this world. It's something that it has come and it has come to stay. It helps your work easy. It makes the lot of that you might want to do. AI will help you sort all that one out. So it's important industry. And Abel too have said a lot this day today on product knowledge. Product knowledge is something you cannot do without. You cannot sell any knowing the what's called now, the price of the property, the location of the property, the size of the property, what type of property. Product knowledge is beyond that at the moment. Product knowledge is on for whom the product was created for. Why anybody will key into that product. It's about you going for an inspection, it's about you going for inspection, knowing the product, looking at the environment, knowing why anybody wants to buy this location, who are the type of people that will buy this location, so that you can be able to push it properly. So that by the time you're talking to client, you're able to answer clients' questions, you're able to answer clients' perspective. We're selling our oil palm, we're selling our agro investment. You're able to understand why everybody do oil palm, why everybody want to do rubber, why everybody want to do plantain. What are the advantages? What are the numbers? What are the economic importance of it? What will happen in the industry in the next 10 years? What will happen? I mean, and that's one of the things like they talk about yesterday when they were talking about understanding industry trend. The millionaire, you don't know what the origin, what the type of people that will buy it, why will anybody wants that kind of property. That is what we understand with product knowledge. And I believe it's some of the things that all these things are not something that is taught one day, but it's things that you also learn on your own. As much as we have put some of these things together, which we are also going to be continuing to put together, it's another opportunity for you to as well continue to learn and learn on your own. And that's one of the reasons why we introduced this AI program as well, because that's another thing that helps you to really gain knowledge, gain access to information that you might not know. Google is there. You know, as you are doing about the product. What understanding of do you have? Client will ask you, that place, you're saying I should come and buy. Lekki is flooded, and you ask me to come and buy property in Lekki. Do you even understand how to handle what the flood situation is around Lekki? Which area is it affecting? Is it affecting the site of this my product? Is it this? Is it that? And there are no bad products. They are good products. And one of the good things we've done at FIPS is also we carefully choose products that we know that is even easy to sell and it has value to every of our clients. So everything has an advantage and has a point, the selling point, and how to push it. It depends on your own understanding of that thing. So I believe we've gotten value. We'll be having the evening section again by I think that's 7 o'clock, and we'll be having an hangout, the third session, which has been divided into 3. I don't know if maybe I'll have discussed that. We're going to be having on the island, we're going to be having on the mainland, we're also going to be having in Ibadan at different dates, so that we can also put face to some of the people that have been here. Some of the people have joined from Ibadan, from even the different places apart from Lagos. So we'll also be happy to be part of you. Also, one of the interesting things is also for you to bring referrals. you know how to do this thing, you bring somebody, the person will thank you a million times. One of our author was saying, yeah, that I think it on the group, I saw it, and she said she invited somebody, and the first month or the first some few weeks when the person joined their network, the person closed the sales and earned commission. Don't you think that person will be happy with the person that invited? He will be happy. And you have to also carry the business that you have also, because it's a noble business. Somebody bought the property now, it's appreciated times 100 in a few years. Don't you think the person will be happy with you? He'll be happy with you. Thank God that he met you and you discussed, you helped him and made that decision to buy that property. And that's one of the nobility, that's one of the advantage of these artists. So thank you all for joining. Your question and answer can be Abel will mention them, so we see the one we can answer, then we'll take it off for there. Enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Can you hear me? Can we hear me? If you can hear me, please indicate. Let me know. Okay, awesome. That was the CEO, FIPS Real Estate Development Limited, that just spoke, and that was very, very powerful. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Zenith, if you want to ask a question, go ahead with your question. Emzo Farmer Recruitment said yesterday the recording hasn't been sent. Okay, we encountered some technical challenge. The recording was done, but it actually crashed. However, we are looking at how we can recover it so that we send to all the attendees last night. So, see, it's very important that you take note of the attendance. Every recording session is shared only with the attendance. If you look at it, we didn't share it in the group. We don't want anybody. We know in the group, we have over 90 persons that are there, but on the call, we are having just 50, 60, sometimes 30 persons that are coming on board. So we want to take note of the serious ones, because I know that even Jesus Christ had a lot of followers, but out of all the followers that he had, he chose only 12 persons to be his disciples. You understand? He shows only 12 people to become his disciples. So we are filtering the people that we want to come on board with us. So we don't want it to go out to the general public. We want it to be streamlined to only those persons who stayed on the call, who followed through with each and every of the process, and will be coming on the third day. Remember, it's also a certification program, so we want everybody to be very serious with each and every of the sessions that we have. So Emzo, we will look at recovering that recording and then share with everybody. The flyers sent, can we have them on the group as well? The flyers too will be sent. Just send a message to that number, send partnership to that number so that you are able to be added to the partners group. We have a partners group where we will add you to that group. Please don't forget to do that now so that it can be attended to. Then the attendance is also going on now. Endeavor to take your attendance. Don't think that you are just taking it for taking sake. Endeavor to take your attendance. Click on the link and take your attendance. The meeting information and details will be shared to you. Even the venue tomorrow, I know I've announced it before, but it also will be shared to you as well. So take note of that. Zenith, your hands are up. Let's take your question now, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everyone. I really appreciate this class.
Zenith,
It's awesome.
if you're speaking, your mic is muted.
Okay, it's on, sir. It's on, sir. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, I said I really appreciate the class. Thank you very much, Mr. Abel, the organizers, and everybody on the platform to this present moment. Actually, I don't really have much a question. I just want to shed more light on the Illyria Estate. I've been there, but you somehow omitted one or two things about the people that are living in that environment, that vicinity. You know,
Okay.
it's one of the commissioner, as in the commissioner of police, is in that area, that estate, and the
Sorry,
late
is this?
governor.
I'm trying to remember your name. I think I know you.
Yeah, of course, G.
Okay, it's the
I
Zenith
attended the
insurance
class in
now.
Ibadan.
Okay. Are
With
you in Ibadan
Folake?
now?
Of course, I'm in Ibadan. I'm in Ibadan.
Okay,
I'm in
awesome,
Ibadan.
awesome.
Yeah. So you and Akere Dolu, what's it called?
Great.
The yes. Also, and the kind of the people that are living in that area as well. So I think you omitted that one, and that one also can also be a plus. Probably when you're doing the presentation tomorrow, you can add it, sir.
All right, awesome, awesome. My
Yes, sir.
sincere apologies. Thank you for drawing my attention to that. My
Yes, sir.
sincere apologies for omitting something as important as that. Now, Ileri residence is located in a very prime area. When I say Jericho GRA is like the Lekki of Lagos, I mean it. Jericho GRA is one of the prime destinations in Ibadan, and Ileri residence is sharing very close proximity to the Commissioner of Police for Ibadan's house. So that's to tell you how secure the location is. It's also close to Leeds City. Eno Ekpo said still not able to fill the link today. Please send a DM. Send us a
Secondary school.
DM.
Okay.
Do you understand? Send
You
us a
mean me,
DM.
sir?
We'll take note of that. Then back to what I
Hello,
was
sir.
saying. Ileri residence is close to Leeds Secondary School. Leeds City Secondary School is also close to the former governor of Ondo State, Akere Dolu's house. In fact, from Akere Dolu's house to Ileri residence is around, let's say, if you slow well, if say you be slow walker, say you know sabi waka fast, 5 minutes. Do you understand? That's how close his house is to Ileri residence. Zenith, your hands are up. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. If you are saying something, your mic is muted. Okay, I want to guess that was from the previous hand that was raised up. So that's how close Ileri residence is. It's also close to Golden Tulip Hotel. And most importantly, it is close to Ibadan Golf Club. Very close to Ibadan Golf Club. When I say close, is about 5 minutes drive to Ibadan Golf Club. So the kind of people that would love to live in Ileri residence are diasporas in the Nigerians in the diaspora who wants to retire back to a peaceful and serene environment. And one of the sports activities that they can carry out when living in Ileri residence is golfing. They can go golfing. You understand? They can actually go golfing and enjoy themselves and all that. Many other features and amenities, we'll be talking about those ones subsequently. I want us to end the session now so that we can move on to some other important things and then reconvene in the evening. Salami, your hands are up. Salami is also one of our great partners. You can unmute your mic and speak, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abel. I'm actually calling from Owodi Egba, a very remote area in Abeokuta, Ogun State. I have a client that is making a request that I can actually answer his question, and I wouldn't know if this request will not be a tall order for our company. He said he wants to buy 1 acre, but that 1 acre, he wants plantain, rubber, and cocoa on it. I now asked him how. He said his father was a farmer when he was alive, and he knows the importance of all these three crops, these three perennial crops. that he wants plantain on 2 plots, cocoa on 2 plots, and a rubber on 2 plots. Then no, he said he wants oil palm on 2 plots, cocoa on 2 plots, rubber on 2 plots. Then the 450 plantain will be on the entire 1 acre. And I told him I will put his request across to the organization. If it is possible, I will get back to him. This is my question. I wouldn't know whether this will be possible. Please let me know so that I can actually answer his question whenever we talk have opportunity to talk again. He's a prime prospect for me, and I will appreciate if
Okay, awesome. That's a very great request. It's very, very great. Let me put it that way. It's a voluminous request. And one of the ways as a realtor to be able to close out on some deals is your ability to listen to your customers and understand what they want. However, please, you can mute your mic now, sir, so it doesn't give some reflections. However, it's important that we understand the purpose of the initiative that has actually been brought forth, right? Now, if you look at the purpose, we are actually doing farming on a commercial scale, or doing it on a commercial scale. If it was like backyard farming or individual farming, it's possible for him to do what he wants to do oil palm on how many acres now? On 2 plots, you understand? You will now do cocoa on XYZ plots. But if you look at it holistically, in 2 plots of land, you are only able to plant 10 oil palm trees. That's the only thing that you're able to plant on 2 plots of land. And obviously, another type of plant cannot stay in a place where you have palm tree, based off of the fact that palm trees are domineering kind of plants. They are domineering plants. And if you look at it very well, if you plant any other kind of thing around where they are, they will not survive in that place. You understand? So if you do something like that, you will not get as much revenue as you want to get. So we are doing farming on a commercial scale. So we want to do it in a way that is also going to benefit the investors on the long run, right? We want to do it in a way that is going to benefit the investors on a long run. So that particular request, I feel, is a very special and unique one. Can we discuss privately around it? But for now, to answer your question, it's not possible for us to do all those plenty things in 1 acre. You understand? It's not possible for us to do all those plenty things in 1 acre. However, when clients are having special requests like this, we can sit on the table and say, okay, advise him on what will most likely work best for him. So we can say, okay, we'll do this. And then you mentioned cocoa as well. Cocoa is already out of it. Cocoa, rubber, and palm tree, these are 3 dominating crops, and you want to plant them in 1 acre. You will not get the best from it, right? You won't get the best from it. So it's always better to have a conversation with that person and advise him on what best to do. So you can suggest this that I just did now to you and all that. Oh, Gabby is asking, can a client do their cultivation themselves after a particular, I'm coming. Let me answer that question. Oh, Gabby is asking, can a client do cultivation themselves after a particular period? Of course, yes. Clients can do cultivation themselves after a cultivation period. We operate an open model, model where investors are able to come back to us and say, okay, sir, we know you've been able to help us handle this for XYZ number of time. We want to take over the land. We want to take over planting. We want to take over this and that and all that. So at any point in time that you want to hand over, you want us to stop managing your farm for you, you can let us know and we'll stop managing, we'll hand over management to you and all that. I think another person's hand is up. Bolanle, your hands are up. You can unmute your mic and ask your question, please. Bolanle, you can go ahead with your question. Okay, which one is more profitable between palm, rubber, and cocoa? Now, honestly, we can't really say one is more profitable than the other. It all depends on how you are able to manage your farm very well. Everything actually boils down to management. If you manage your farm very well, you get the best from it. Now, investors also need to understand why they want to do a particular investment type. You have to ask yourself why you want to do that a particular investment type. That's why it's also very important and very, very valid for you to study the market, know the market, understand the market, and know which one is best for you to suggest to your clients. Now, oil palm is a type of product that actually lives and your children can benefit from it. Same thing as rubber trees as well. Same thing as cocoa as well. But everything actually streamlines to the purpose with which the investor wants to take on with that particular investment. So study between the three of them which works best, and then know which one you want to suggest to your prospect or your investor, so that that particular investment is streamlined to them and it works effectively for them. If you say which is better, I honestly can't say this is better than this, because all three of them are actually good options. Lois, your hands are up. You can unmute and ask your question.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for today's amazing session. I just have one question. One of the products, Harmony Hills Estate, is located in Ibadan. You talked about the land size, the predators, and the prices. So I wanted to know if it also has a buyback offer. In case maybe a client buys, for instance, 600 square meters, and maybe after a year or two, wants to resell and get his profits. Are those kind of offers available?
Okay, yes, we have buyback offer available. We have the buyback offer available for specifically for rootland farms and resorts.
Only.
We have buyback offer available. Yes, I think the minimum information in the partners group. So kindly send a DM to the number, and then we'll add it to our partners group. We have the buyback offer for. We also have buyback offer for Goldmark residents, but that's actually done in hundreds of millions. Then we'll have buyback offer for rootland farms and resorts specifically. So you are able to do 3 million naira investments to get, I think, 35% returns in 12 months, 50% or 55% in 18 months thereabout. I'll look at the grid and then share that information with every one of us. So we have buyback offer available for rootland farms and resorts.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, awesome. Do we have any further question? So we can actually call it a day here. Do we have any further questions? Okay, so in the absence of any further questions, we'll be ending this morning session today. If you got value from the session today, let me see you indicate, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up. Awesome, awesome, amazing, amazing, amazing. In the evening, we are going to be having another impactful session. Now, we will be having the CEO Empire Prime Development come on board in the evening, and he's going to be talking on sell like your life depends on it. He's going to be speaking on the topic sell like your life depends on it. Because of course, if you look at it today, in today's world, everybody needs to, every good salesperson everybody you see today's world is a salesperson. No matter how you want to call it, even if you call yourself a banker, you call yourself a tech bro, whatever you call yourself, you are a salesperson. For you to convince anybody to buy anything from you, you are a salesperson. It means that you have the ability to sell something. But now we want to expatiate more on how you can position yourself as a professional salesperson and also to engage in this thing as though your life depends on it. People that are selling properties worth 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, those people don't have 2 heads. They don't have 3 heads. They don't have 4 heads. They have 1 head like you. You understand? So we are going to be discussing on things that makes those people distinct from you and how you too can become like them. And I want you to share the invitation to as many persons as possible so they also can know and join the session in the evening. So I want to believe that we are actually geared up and fired up for that session in the evening. Gabi is asking if a client is looking for only profit, which of them is more recommended? If a client is looking for only profit, if somebody is looking for only profit, you can recommend the buyback offer to them. Let them invest their money. We use it to develop the farm and make profit on the farm and then pay back returns on investment. So the buyback offer is more viable for somebody that's looking for only profit. If you say, okay, I just want to put my money somewhere, let the money work for me, and then I get my returns on investment in XYZ number of time, the buyback offer is the better option to recommend to them. Does that make sense? Okay, Hope said perfect, awesome. So that works. Lois, your hands are still up. Do you want to ask a question or we've answered it already? Okay, awesome. Pokbe is asking what's the percentage on the buyback? We'll share that information with you. That information is actually shared in our consultants group so that I can get those information and all that. So please send a message to our official line. The number is actually in the chat box.